Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Basico ServiceNow Learning. So in today's video, we are going to explore catalog UI policies and we will also do a practical implementation in ServiceNow instance of catalog UI policies action. So let's begin. So catalog UI policies executes on the client side and they are used to control the behavior of the field displayed in catalog item form. Let's say catalog UI policies helps to make the variables or field read-only, mandatory, hidden, visible, etc. based on the conditions or without any condition. Basically, it makes the customization of a catalog item form very easy without writing a script. But yes, there is a possibility also that if you want to write a script in a catalog UI policies, you can write the script as well based on the condition if true, based on the condition if false. Either if you want to make the fields read only, mandatory, hidden, visible, you can directly perform a UI policy action without writing any script. So let's see what are the use case which we are going to implement today to understand the catalog UI policy in detail. So today use case is that below customization has to be done in demo SR catalog item. So this demo SR catalog item is a catalog item which I had created in the last video, right? So below are the three requirements which we are going to implement today. So let's first navigate to ServiceNow instance so that we can see the service catalog item, and then we will see what we are going to implement, what changes we are going to make. So friends, this is my ServiceNow personal developer instance. So let's search that SR demo SR catalog item. So here in the service catalog, I already have that catalog item in hardware category, that is demo SR catalog item. So I am opening this SR catalog item. See, we have a form available over here where we have lots of fields, right? So let's see what we are going to implement today. So the first requirement is that field select laptop will only get appears if users select laptop in requirement field, and it should be mandatory. So here we have a field called select laptop. See, so as per this requirement, this field should only appear when users select a laptop in the requirement field. Currently it is displaying on the form load, right? And this select laptop field should be mandatory, means if the user select laptop, then this field should appear, otherwise it should not be visible to user. And when it appears in front of a user, the user has to select the value from it, means this select laptop field should be mandatory. And the second requirement is that field select power bank will only get appears if user select power bank in requirement field, and it should be mandatory. The same as this, the previous one, when user select power bank in the requirement field, then the select power bank field should be visible to user and should be mandatory. Okay. And the third requirement is that email ID and business phone field should be read only. So here we have two fields, that is email ID and business phone. These two fields should be mandatory because these fields are basically populating on the basis of the requester name, right? As per as the requirement, this field should be read only. So currently it is editable. Okay, so these three requirements we have to cater through catalog UI policies. So let's see how we can implement these requirements. So friends, here what we can do, we can type maintain items so that we can navigate to this demo SR catalog item. So I'm opening this maintain item in a new tab. Here, see, we have this catalog item. I'm opening this. Once we open this, see at the bottom in the related list, we have an option called catalog UI policies. So I have already posted the videos for the catalog client scripting, right? And for the variable set. So today we are going to cover this catalog UI policies. So from here, this new button, we can create a catalog UI policies. So I am clicking on this new button. See, once I clicked on this, we have a specific form. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm catering the first requirement, that is select laptop. So you can give any short description over here. So I'm saying select laptop UI policies. You can give any short description over here accordingly. Okay, so first thing is when to apply and then script. So as I told earlier that we can also do a scripting and we can also perform the activities such as read only, visible and all that stuff through this when to apply section. So here in a catalog condition we have to give the condition. So the condition is that when user select the laptop in the requirement field, means here all the variables and the field names which we have in the form are displayed over here. So here we have a requirement field. So as per as the condition, when the requirement is laptop, then that particular requirement will cater, or that particular condition, that particular field should be visible and mandatory, right? So here just save the form after selecting this. Once we save this, then we have another options available at the bottom. That is catalog UI policy action, means on the basis of condition what action we want to perform. Okay, so just click on new. So based on condition, what we want to do, when the requirement is laptop, then the variable name, that is select laptop, should be mandatory, see, and the visible, yes, true. Okay, so in this way we can create a UI policy action. See how simple it is, that we have only given the condition and we make the field mandatory and we make the field visible as true. Okay, so please remember that there are some fields also where this mandatory and read only policy will not work or do not apply. Those fields or variable types are break, container, split, container end, UI macro, label and UI page. Okay, so always remember this. For these type of variable types or fields, this UI policy do not apply. So I am just submitting it. So in this way the first requirement is fulfilled. Okay, now I'm navigating to a second requirement, that is so the second requirement is when users select power bank in a requirement field, then select power bank will get appear. So this is the same as the previous one, right? But the field name is different. So here what I'm going to do, again I am clicking on a new button, and then here I am giving the same, that is select power bank UI policies, when to apply, when requirement is power bank, right? Just save it. The same process which I have did earlier for the select laptop field, same I am doing for select power bank field. Just click on new to create a UI policy action over here. So I am selecting a variable on the selection of that requirement field. Select power bank field should become mandatory and it becomes visible true. Okay, we are talking about read only. Okay, so just I am clicking on submit. So in this way the second requirement is also fulfilled. See how fast it is to configure or customize the fields through UI policies, right? So I'm going back to implement the third requirement now. So now from here, go down, here we have a new button, click on this. We can also write catalog UI policies for variable set. Okay, and here see, now what we have to do, we have to read the third requirement, that is email ID and business phone field should be read only. So I am saying email and business phone field read only. Okay, now on the condition there is no condition. See, in the requirement we have no condition. So if we are not giving any condition, it means it will execute anyhow. There is no condition required. Okay, so this requirement is to just give you understanding that if we are not giving a catalog condition, it means in all conditions when that form loads or either somebody is changing something or not, doesn't matter, that particular functionality will get executed. Okay, you can also customize this thing through client scripts, but I am giving a demo through a UI policy action. So just save it. Okay, once you save it, same as the earlier requirements, we have UI policy action at the bottom. Click on new button. See, now we have to select the variable name. So at a time we can only select a one variable. So I am selecting an email ID over here. right? So I am saying this email ID become mandatory, no. Visible, no. Read only, yes. So leave alone means that we are not taking any action in terms of visibility, in terms of mandatory. We are only taking action in terms of read only. Okay. And there is one more thing which I want to tell is that for this visible policy, actually, that there are some fields for them that visible policy will not work. That those fields are break, container split, and container add. Okay, so if you are working on like break, container split, and the container add, then this visible will not work. So let's submit it. So you can create a multiple UI action for a specific condition. Okay, so here I am creating the second one, that is business phone. So I am selecting a business from here, business phone, and what we want that it become a read only to the user. Okay, so I'm just clicking on submit button. So see, in this way we have catered all the three requirements, 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry that I have given 1 over here, but please consider it as 2 and please consider it as 3. Okay, so let's navigate to a ServiceNow development instance. So we are done with the 3 requirements, right? So let's test the service catalog item. So I'm refreshing the page again. See, before refreshing the page, see, these 2 fields are appearing currently. Okay, and these 2 fields are not read only, but once I load the page, see, then UI action, catalog UI action start working. See, email ID is read only, you cannot edit it. Business phone is read only, you cannot edit it. Okay, see, those 2 fields, that is Slack laptop and Slack power bank, is not appearing in front of us, but as the user select the laptop, see, we have a Slack laptop field and it is mandatory. Same as this Slack laptop, if we select power bank, see, now we have another field appears and Slack laptop now is invisible and Slack power bank is visible based on the selection of this requirement field. Now we can select any value from it. So in this way we can implement UI policy, catalog UI policy action in ServiceNow. This UI policy is also same as the UI policies which we do for like tables like incident, change, problem, knowledge, etc. and etc. But the only difference is that this UI policy is applicable only on catalog items or on a specific required catalog items for which we are defining. Okay friends, so friends, this is all for this video. I will be posting our next video on knowledge management process. Okay, so if you have not subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my YouTube channel, and if you have already subscribed my channel, then please like, share and comment, because your activity of liking, sharing and commenting basically giving me a motivational kick. Thank you friends, have a nice day, bye bye.